Ted, I'll be at your concert tonight. I know a lot of my friends will be.
It's good for you.
Okay. Everyone loves you, Ted.
Everyone?
Well, everyone at the concert will.
I guarantee
What's your power that you got over that audience?
It's called rock and roll. It's called rock and roll. It's a guaranteed thing. It's a non-stop thing. It always goes on. It's always good for you. It's good, clean fun. It's non-stop boogie-woogie. It happens all the time. It's a good, clean thing. Especially tonight. Tonight's going to be the ultimate thing. You know what I do? I come into Minneapolis. I come into St. Paul. I go around everywhere I go, you know, and we just drop the hammer. It's good for you. I like it. I enjoy it.
Great, great. What's the
flawless?
Okay, you're out there cranking, dropping the hammer. What's the source of all that energy you crank up?
I don't know. I just crave it. You know, I'm a rock and roll fan. I just happen to be able to put into use my cravings for rock and roll. And in the process of applying these energies to rock and roll, I have a good time. And I think anybody who likes rock and roll will have a good time, you know, joining me in it. That's all there is to it. I just like it so much that it draws out all my capabilities and all the potentials of my energies. And I just apply them, you know.
When you were young, did you have that same lust for rock and roll?
Brian, when I was young, I'm just entering my second prime.
Okay.
I'm still young. I'm just a boy. You know, when I was really just a tad, just a little sconcho dude, man, I was like 7 years old when I started playing guitar. You know, there was the Ventures and Lonnie Mack and James Brown and all those, you know, electric guitar rock and roll songs that were just surfacing in those days, because electric guitars just started coming to the forefront of music, and that's how rock and roll was created, with an electric guitar, basically. And so I was motivated, inspired by all the rock and roll that was available then, the Chuck Berry type era, you know. So I got my teeth sunk into it pretty deep in the beginning. And from that time on, I dug it so much, it was just a matter of rechanneling my cravings for it from just a viewer to someone who's actually participating in the making of the music, to, you know, playing the licks by practicing them on the guitar. Yeah, I liked it, you know. I had a good time.
So you found some guys, you got together and started a band?
Yeah, just a bunch of boys. You know, I had my first band in Detroit when I was about 11 years old. We played at the Michigan State Fairgrounds in Detroit. We played the Polish Art Festival, I think. And that was good. We played Boogie Woogie and Honky Tonk and Perfidia and Walk Don't Run and all those little licks, you know. It was good. I liked it. Young Ted was digging it.
Really?
Yeah.
I know you get into rock and roll so deeply. Do you get into life the same way?
I figure whatever you're going to do, you might as well do it all the way, because if anything's worth getting into, it's worth giving all your attention to and focusing on that given endeavor to the point where you can apply your energies and your capabilities to making sure that you maximize the potential of any given endeavor. And I only do a few things in life, you know. I raise my children, I rock and roll, and I hunt and I fish. And I like to go off in the mountains and stuff, four-wheel driving. And like at the end of this tour, we finish up this tour in Detroit, which is the greatest place to end up anything, man. And I head for the woods, Jack, and you couldn't find me with Cochise and a sack of flour once I'm done. I mean, I am in the woods, you know what I mean? I'm like humping oak trees, you know? And I just hunt and fish, and I live off the land for 4 months a year in the fall and winter.
So you're not on tour that time?
No.
Okay, taking it easy?
Well, yeah, it's relaxing, it's very peaceful for me, but my idea of taking it easy is getting up about 4 in the morning, getting my decoys set out on the lake and waiting for the geese to come in, you know, snagging a few for dinner. So even when I am relaxing, it's very relaxing for me to pursue the outdoor activities which I become involved with intensely. You know, like I said, you might as well really apply all your capabilities to any pursuit you're in the process of. And when I'm driving off-road vehicles, I like to have the nastiest vehicle I can. I like to, you know, try to get stuck and try to destroy the vehicle. And really go places that no white men have tread, you know. And when I'm hunting, I like to use the bow and arrow or a handgun. And I like to sneak up on them babies and choke them, you know. I like to really hunt like a predator, you know, like a cat or a wolf or something. And I find that by applying your intense capabilities to any given thing that you're involved with, like rock and roll, you might as well rock your brains out. With hunting, you might as well sneak right up on them. With four-wheel drive racing, you might as well just put that baby to the floor and go gonzo. You know, whatever you do, you should go all the way, I think.
So you would say to anyone like my age or who would watch the show, just go after it.
Go nuts.
Just with a panic.
Yeah, drop the almighty hammer, man. The name of the game is Gonzolitis personified. You know, live it up. You know, the name of the game is get up in the morning and cook, you know, start cruising. That's what I like to do anyhow. I'm not preaching it to anybody, but if anybody wants to really get the most out of life, that's what I'd recommend.
So that's how you built the Ted Nugent we see today?
Well, I guess that's what happened. Yeah, I didn't think much about it, but the ongoing saga dictates those conclusions, I think. Yeah, I like to live it up.
Okay. Thank you very much,
Don't
Ted.
mention it. It's my pleasure.